History loves to remember the empires that conquered the world, but it completely forgets the ones that fought back. For 300 years, the rulers of Egypt thought they were untouchable until an army from the deep south marched down north and did the unthinkable. This is the story of the unforgettable kings that conquered the pharaohs. For 3,000 years, the shadows of the pharaohs dominated the ancient world. Their monuments pierced the skies. Their names wrote history. Their armies wrote histories in blood. But by the year 750 BC, the golden age was dead. Egypt had fallen into total chaos. The empire fractured, divided among petty warlords and corrupt priests who traded the nation's glory for gold. The holy temples of Ammon was neglected. The gods of the Nile were forgotten. To the outside world, Egypt was a dying giant waiting to be torn apart. But the destruction didn't come from the east or the north. It came from the deep south, a region the Egyptians had looked down upon for centuries, a land they called Kush. Deep in the modern day Sudan, the kingdom of Kush had quietly become a superpower. They didn't worship foreign gods, they worshipped the ancient gods of Egypt. While Egypt abandoned its culture, Kush preserved it. And when the Kushite king Piye looked north, he didn't see an enemy to destroy, he saw a holy land that needed to be saved. In 747 BC, King Piye had a declaration that shocked the entire ancient world. He ordered his armies to march north. His command was simple: cleanse the temples, defeat the warlords, and spark a holy war to reclaim the crown of the pharaohs. The masters of the Nile were about to face a reckoning from its very people that once colonized. King Piye's army moved like a tidal wave up the Nile. The warlord after warlord fell, but King Piye was unlike any conqueror the world had seen. Before going into battle, he ordered his soldiers to wash in the sacred waters of the river and adorn themselves in fine clothes. This wasn't just a conquest, it was a purification. The grand climax came at the fortified city of Memphis. The rulers of the north locked their gates, mocking the South army. But King Piye didn't hesitate. He seized every ship on the river, built a floating bridge, and scaled the city walls in a brutal night assault. By sunrise, the capital city of Egypt belonged to a new king from the south. For the next 75 years, these Kushite kings ruled as Egypt's 25th dynasty. History calls them the Black Pharaohs. They didn't destroy the empires, they rebuilt it. They revived the golden age of architecture, building more pyramids in Sudan than the Egyptians ever built in Egypt. But history is written by the victors. When the brutal Assyrian Empire eventually invaded from the east, the Kushites were forced back to their homeland.